Good morning. Welcome to New Thought Unity Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. My name is Brian Cashwell. I am the music director here. Welcome. Thanks for coming out on this beautiful morning. Angel's Wings resale shop will be closed today.
The Gallery of Grace gift shop, I believe, will be open today. Be sure to stop by after service, browse the unusual handmade jewelry, gifts, cards, and of course, books galore. And you can stop by and pick up your copy of the Daily Word.
The beautiful poinsettias that were up on the platform are now downstairs for Love Blooms and are available for pickup. And we would like to thank everyone who participated in this year's Christmas Love Blooms.
The new members class, save the date for Sunday, January 12th, 2025, following service in Classroom A. Regina Steinley will be facilitating the class. The sign-up sheet is on the happenings table in Friendship Hall. Please call the center with any questions. 513-961-2527.
Meditation with Energy Work, today in the chapel after service, facilitated by David McClanahan.
And of course, in Miracles, next class is Tuesday, January 7th at 6:30 p.m. in person at NTUC, facilitated by Susan Bartels, and a $5 love offering is suggested. All are welcome.
Our Circle of Light Spirituality Soul Study will continue, and the Circle of Light will meet on Wednesday, January the 8th at 6:30 p.m. in Fellowship Hall. Everyone is invited to participate.
Also on January 8th, the Mastermind class with Alice Frazier will meet. That will be in Classroom A at 6:30. Learn the Mastermind principle of focusing on the power of thought for the specific purpose of establishing a direct connection with God. Alice will show you how. $20 love offering is suggested, and no one will be turned away.
Crossport meets Monday, January 13th at 7:30 p.m. Join your Crossport friends via Zoom. Contact the center for more information.
E-Squared Book Study. Join Kim Belew on Tuesday, January 21st at 7 p.m. in Friendship Hall as she launches a new book study, and that will be E-Squared by Pam Grout. This is a 6-week book study, and it will take you on a journey into the realm of manifesting your dreams through the power of thought, unlocking the power within your own mind. Please sign up so we know how many to expect. You can purchase your book yourself or pre-purchase through our bookstore.
And now it's time for birthdays or an anniversary. So if you're celebrating a birthday or an anniversary this month, please stand. Also today for birthdays, when we do our meet and greet, we'd like for you to meet and greet and say special happy 80th birthday to Flo.
Whatever. Flo. And for the rest of you, happy birthday and anniversary this month. We'd like to sing to you.
God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you. You are wonderful. God is blessing you now.
Happy birthday or anniversary.
Yes.
So many. Wonderful.
Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things.
You will do amazing things with the choice each new day brings, and with every step you take. Bless the progress that you make. The reason you live is there in every gift you give. Love your life, love your dreams. You will do amazing things.
If you know it, sing it with us.
Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Amazing, amazing. You will do amazing things. Oh, the places you will go and the people you will know. Don't worry when, where, or how. You don't need to know that now. You're on the right track. No need to look ahead or back. Just enjoy what this day brings. You will do amazing things. You don't have to work it out. Just stay in the here and now. Let your mind rest for a little while.
love, it was sweet, it made you smile, weaved an indelible impression on your soul. Your feet they walked, and your lips they talked, and your hands dug around for the proof. Every nook, every book, pitch in your mind that you took, created this version of you. And everything you go through grows you, grows you. And everything you go through grows you, exposes in the roots of an endless summer, part-time temporary lovers in the swoon of the deep blue sky. And as the time flew, you planted and gathered your truth as it passed before your eyes. And the wound is where the light gets in, revealing the masterpiece just beneath the skin. In the glow of your own light, your petals open wide, and you bloom right where you are. And everything you go through grows you, grows you. And everything you go through grows you, exposes who you are. Remember, you're beautiful. No mud, no notice. Haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? The things that broke you, they also awoke you to the questions you needed to ask. Well, good morning on this beautiful, snowy Whitestone morning. I'm so glad to see so many of you. I had said to the band when we were rehearsing, I said, it might just be us with live stream this morning, so how amazing to see so many people sitting here. I'm so glad that you're here with us.
Applaud yourselves
Yes,
for being
applaud
here.
yourself
Yes,
for being
thank
here.
you.
We're so grateful. And on that note, who didn't get a stone? Is there anyone here who did not get a stone or a marker? Please make sure you get one. They're in the back. If you need one, keep your hand up. Someone will bring one to you. I just want to start by saying I'm Kim Belew. I am the spiritual leader here at New Thought Unity, sir, and I am so grateful that you are here with us this morning. And we like to start with an affirmation. So I'll say it once, and then I'll invite you to affirm it with me. The affirmation is, I trust the spiritual gifts that are revealed to me today. Will you affirm that with me? I trust the spiritual gifts that are revealed to me today. We'll take that in for a moment of prayer. So we just go within and say, Sweet Spirit, so grateful for the connection to the source energy, the power that is in each of us, that we tap into today to reveal what is ours to step into, what is our purpose, what will help us grow and step into more of our divine purpose on this day and in this coming year. And through this co-creation, we know that we bring more light to the world. And so for that, we are just so grateful. And so we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Amen. And now please join in our prayer for protection. The light
The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well.
And now we're at a part of our service that is a very special part of our service where we're going to honor one of our own. And so I'm going to invite Peggy Wyan to come up. She's making her way. Yeah. Are we so grateful to see Peggy here? I'm so grateful. Yes.
Good morning and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Good morning.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Peggy Wyan. I was the administrative assistant here until 2016. Today's a very special day. 20 years ago today, way back in 2005 when I was still blonde, Jack Norris came to New Thought Unity Center as our new administrative assistant. What's even more amazing is that he started this job 2 years after he had officially retired from working. He thought he was bringing me to church this morning. Back then, his desk was in what is now the conference room, and he answered the phone, typed letters, faxed forms, helped people who came to the center with their needs. And he created wedding books for the weddings our ministers were conducting, both at the center and other places. One of the first projects Jack took upon himself to do was to automate the wedding choice book so he could find and replace names in the choices couples picked out. Nothing was worse than having the wrong name in the wedding book. Bob, you may kiss your bride. Excuse me, my name's David. That was never going to happen from one of Jack's books. A couple of years later, our center bookkeeper submitted her resignation, and Jack became the center finance person. That, among others, has been his job ever since. But Jack is so much more than a finance person. Jack cares. He cares about the center. He cares about the staff, and he cares about the congregants that come here. He's always said the members and congregants come first, we serve them, and then he set the example. In 2011, when Reverend Doris left, Jack stepped into the role of center director along with keeping his job as center finance person. The board had complete faith that Jack would be up to the job and they wouldn't need to manage him, and they were right. Jack had always been the go-to person for the staff. If any of us had a problem or an issue, we went to Jack. He always listened, and then he would help us to see it differently. In 2011, the staff was all over the place emotionally. Jack gave us a space to voice our feelings without judgment. He had so much wisdom to share with us. We listened to him. He kept the staff pretty intact in 2011 and beyond until we had a new minister. I honestly don't know what would have happened inside the center if Jack Norris hadn't been here. He never attended a Unity church before coming to work here, but it was very apparent from the start he lived a Unity way of life. Honestly, he could have written the principles. He could have written the Four Agreements book. That's just how Jack is. That's how he lives. Today, he participates and attends lots of events here. He is always coming up with ideas to help the center grow and thrive. New Thought Unity Center was very blessed the day Jack walked through our door as our new employee. Keep blessing us, Jack. We love you. And so speaking of love, there's a very special someone who wanted to send you a message for today, Jack. Terry?
This is John Carsman. Congratulations on 20 years of service at New Thought Unity Center. You know, when you started, we weren't sure if you knew less about Unity principles or general accepted accounting practices. But be that as it may, you've managed to bamboozle everybody all these years, and so why stop now? I say, go for another 20, Jack. You're doing a great job. We love you and miss you, buddy. Take care. Bye-bye.
Come on, Jack.
For those of you who don't remember the gentleman on the monitor, that was John Carsman. He was the Director of Ministry Services here, and he was the person that hired both me and Jack. So Jack, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you for your service. And from the Board of Trustees, thank you so much. From New Thought Unity Center, we're so grateful for your service and your energy here.
Well, thank you. Thank you thank you very much. I had no idea that this was happening today, and
Yay.
so I have nothing prepared. But I see.
But you see all the
people
special
that I
people
didn't
out there in
expect
the
to
in the
see.
congregation. If you're
It's
here
a-
celebrating with Jack, his family, please stand so you can be
So
recognized.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you for coming.
And we will be celebrating with Jack downstairs as well with some cake and refreshments after the service. Thank you, Peggy.
Surprises can be good.
Yes. You don't want me to say your notes as my talk? Okay. All right, so this is the time in our service where we can stand and join together in our congregation, and make sure you celebrate Flo and her 80th today, and Jack and his 20 years. So much to celebrate here at New Thought Unity. You hold the power. Let's sing that together.
I feel the richness in me.
Yes. Now take that power and meet and greet each other with a handshake, hug, or namaste.
Did you change the song?
No, before we were playing Money by Pink Floyd, Jack. My Paul Schaefer efforts are like completely ignored. I should have.
So when you get,
Growing up,
oh, I can ask her.
I just wasn't in the right place at the right time.
Who's that?
Other people. What song?
No, it was Amazing Things. Yeah.
Who screwed that up?
Wait, what? Did we miss one?
No, you
Oh.
took a long pause between
Yeah, she'll do it.
Amazing Things. Yeah,
Amazing Things in what?
we were supposed to do it Amazing Things twice, that night twice. We did it once, and then yeah. You were having you were having fun.
Oh, Amazing Things?
She said, bring her back. Bring her back.
Bring it back.
Woo! I feel a good vibration, healing and transformation all through this congregation. Must be unity. The experience is our mission. Universal wholeness is our vision. I am who I am. It's my decision. Must be unity. NTUC unity. We can continue this fellowship after service down in Friendship Hall. But for now, if you would have a seat and say with me our mission and vision statements. Our mission statement is, in God, we are an inclusive, abundant community, experiencing love, transforming lives, and serving others. And our vision statement is, we celebrate a world of harmony and oneness, a place of loving stewardship, sacred connections, and pure joy, where all are welcome with honor and respect. And what we'd like you to know more than anything about New Thought Unity Center is that wherever you are on your spiritual path, whoever you are, whatever you look like, whoever you love, however you identify, you are welcome here, and we're grateful that you've chosen to be with us this morning. If this is your first time at New Thought Unity Center, there is in the back corner almost a newcomers table, and on it there are packets of information that tell you a little bit about the center. And after the service, Elle will be back there, and she can answer any questions that you may have. And if you'd like a tour, she can help you with that too. So again, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Now we're going to settle in for meditation. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How
So as we breathe in together and exhale, we become present in this moment, leaving all the busyness of the week or even this morning behind. We meditate to connect to that unchanging source within us all. At Unity, we call it the Christ presence. It is a source available to every one of us. In this place within, there is guidance. The things that light you up, and even more than that, the light that you came to be in this world, comes from this place. It doesn't matter if it's something many would know about or something less seen. It's what calls to you, and it's your gift to the world. So no matter where you are on your journey in this life, I'm inviting you to get quiet. Surrender as you connect to this inner power source, to your soul, to your deepest soul calling, to listen. You don't have to try to force or make anything happen. Instead, I'm going to invite you in this silence to ask, what is calling you forward? What is calling you to step into more of this year in order to align with your soul's calling? Ask that presence within for the next minute in the silence. And as you come back to this place and allow yourself to bring that presence with you and open your eyes, hold within you the answer to that question. Was there a word that came to you or a few words? Thank Spirit for revealing this to you. Thank yourself for showing up. It's the beginning of something wonderful, and you are nothing less than beautiful, worthy, and whole. I love you. I see you. I honor you.
How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul. Let 'em see you're strong. Let 'em see you're willing to keep going. Let 'em see your power comes from somewhere they can't fathom. Let 'em see you smile when a tear might serve you better. The road is long. 'em see you're strong. Let 'em see your burn. Let 'em know they can't put out your passion. Let 'em see your fire comes from a calling that's forever. Let 'em see you fly. When falling comes so easy, it's how you learn. So let 'em see your burn. The darkest night can't hide the smallest flame. Oh, and darling, there's only one candle with your name. So let 'em see your light. Let 'em see how God just keeps you shining. Let 'em see your best. Even when you don't feel like trying, let 'em see a star. You're a star that was born to be a beacon shining bright. So let 'em see your light. Shining bright, let 'em see your light. The road is long, just let 'em see you're strong.
And that concludes our service. Thank you, Jenny. We are blessed with so much amazing talent here at New Thought Unity Center. I'm so grateful. And it's another wonderful Sunday, Whitestone Sunday, the beginning of the year. It's one of the Sundays that I look forward to the most since I started coming here 24 years ago. And so I have the pleasure of sharing this service with the amazing Liz Dobbins. So I'm going to speak for a few minutes, and then it's such a big service that we have to tag team it. And so she's going to come up and really bring it home for us. And so I just want to share, Let 'Em See You're Strong is a perfect song for me with this service, because when I get that word that I'm going to write on the stone, that I'm going to step into, lean into more this year, that aligns more with my purpose, it takes courage. It takes bravery. It means I'm going to step outside of my comfort zone in order to do that. Because if I was already doing it in this comfortable place that I'm in, then I wouldn't need to get that word, would I? I wouldn't need to lean in a little more. And so I'm just going to briefly share a couple of stories with you about people who have stepped out of their comfort zone and what that's meant for them. And so the first one, many of you know who this person is, Daniel Nahmod. Who's heard of Daniel Nahmod or knows who Daniel is? So Daniel Nahmod is a wonderful musician. I mean, he's a prolific writer, very heart-centered, known throughout Unity and Center for Spiritual Living around the country. But about 25 years ago, he was a computer engineer. Living in Chicago, he was engaged to his girlfriend of 9 years, and he had what looked like a beautiful life. Made plenty of money, had a relationship, all the things. And yet what he found out and realized was, this is not what aligns with my soul. Being a computer engineer, even this relationship doesn't align with my soul. And so he did a very scary and courageous thing. He ended the relationship, he quit the job, he took all of his money, and he went to Moab. And he spent about 3 months in Moab trying to align with what he knew was his to do, which was music. And he said he wrote about 250 really bad songs. But out of that, an album of 10 really amazing songs came out. And he got all the inspiration and the ideas for sending these songs out to all these Unity churches called Your Music Ministry in a Box. And that was 20 years ago. And he's so prolific, and he's living his best life. And within that, a lot has expanded. And I'm sure Liz will share more about that. And then the other story I want to share is a little more personal. As I said, I love the white stone service, and so I would come and I would put words on those stones. And just a few years ago, I got a word that scared me a lot, and it was sing. And so I had to step outside my comfort zone, and as you heard this morning, I've stepped outside that comfort zone, but the singing wasn't what it was. It was for me to expand into more of what Kim is meant to do with music. It was for me to heal a part of me that was told I shouldn't sing, so that I could expand and tell you all how you could step into your purpose too. So that I could show you the way. I couldn't just tell you. I had to be it. And you talk about discomfort. I'm still uncomfortable when I sing in front of people. I just do it anyway. And so that's my invitation to you today. Did you get a word during that meditation? If not, I hope you're getting one now. And I'm going to invite you to lean more into what that is. It's important. There are layers to stepping out of your comfort zone. I'm going to invite you to go through every one of them because that's where the good stuff is. And I've experienced it over and over again. So I'm going to give you a guarantee that if you step into more of what aligns with your soul, like Daniel quitting that job, ending that relationship, the scary part lasts a very small amount of time, and the beauty is unmeasurable. And so that's my invitation to you as I invite Liz to come up and take it from here. Please welcome Liz Dobbins.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Unity is such a vibe. It is such a vibe. Every Unity that I've ever visited always has such a vibe to it. And I love being here, and I love celebrating this day with you. It's a special day, the White Stone Ceremony. As we start to enter into this conversation that I'm going to invoke with everyone, I'd like for everyone to say that I hold the power to live my best life. The power to live my best life. I hold the power. So what I wanted to talk about today is the energy that we're in right now is a holiday season. But a bigger energy at play, which is a cycle of nature, is winter. Winter is the time to go in. It is time to go yin. It is time to embrace what we would call the feminine side of the energetic realms. So inside of a yin environment of winter, it's time to feel and sense and reflect, to go in. So the season of fall just happened. And during the season of fall, you naturally witness leaves falling off the trees, things starting to reshape themselves. And it's the same for us too. We should go through our lives and be like, what needs to fall away? What do I need to clip back? What is naturally falling away? So that when I enter the season of winter, I can be fully present to what is, and is that process of going in, and being introspective. So here we are. We're at the beginning of 2025. We're looking backwards at 2024. What are we taking with us? What are we taking forward? Where are we on our journey right now? So let's take a couple of moments here to do some introspection. So we all had a year, right? Every year is a year. It's whoa, what happened? And how did it go by so fast? And whoa, it zigged, it zagged, it went all over the place. But did you take the time to actually go okay, so what really happened? What really happened last year? I love to ask this question at the end of the review, like end of the year type of review when I'm working with clients and that sort of thing. And that is what are you letting go of? What are you letting go of? And this has to do with, is it a project that you've changed your mind on? Is it a relationship that's changed its course? Is it a dream that you've decided that you're no longer going to water? It is a very, very powerful moment when a person chooses to let something go. They choose to put an end mark, a period at the end of that sentence for their life journey. And one of the things that's so, so, so important about these moments is that when we make these decisions, there can often be some sadness or some grief with those moments too. And that's really important to acknowledge that, okay, I'm choosing this. I'm choosing to let something shift, change, or complete. And I also need to acknowledge the fact that there might have been some dreams or some hopes or some other things attached to that that we need to acknowledge that are not going to happen as a result. This is a very, very important process to have complete closure inside of the energetics that you're playing with inside of your life. I always say the quantum field because that's my area of study and expertise, but it's that. It's like when you have, let's call it energy just floating randomly out there, the universe doesn't know, like, I'm trying to give you something, but are you doing this or are you not? But when you put that end point at the end of something, that conversation then stops. So my question is what are the things that you're letting go of? What are the things are you going to just go ahead and release and allow to be complete in your life? The next question that I have for you are, what are the 3 hardest moments that you had to traverse this year in your journey? The 3 hardest moments. Take a couple of moments and close your eyes and go back. And I'm not asking you to relive them. I'm asking you to acknowledge this as a point on your soul's journey. It got difficult because it was a moment that you had to wake up to something within you in order to traverse the terrain. So it got really hard. It got really difficult. Who did you become in that moment? Was your life asking you to develop something more within yourself? Maybe it was more compassion. Maybe it was more grace. Maybe it was more empathy or patience. Or to become more godlike within yourself in your relationship to yourself. People have often asked me, when I've worked with people for over 20 years inside of the space of spiritual and personal growth, and I cannot tell you how many times in the conversation people will say, I just want more peace. And I always have this moment where I just have to look them in the eye and say, I'm sorry. You have to celebrate the moments of peace in your life when they happen. And you can have the goal towards having more peace and richness in your peace in your life, but do not pray for peace. Pray for the bigger capacity that you can navigate a larger spectrum of energy and experiences in your life and stay regulated inside of it. Many times when we're asking for peace, what we do is we are minimalizing our life. It means we're telling the universe, make my life smaller so I have less to deal with. What happens is that because your soul's configuration actually is not wired to go smaller and to pull back from your life, it's actually wired to go expand into your life fuller and fuller and fuller and to share your life, you will create a distortion by trying to manage life from a place of peace. So when we're asking for a more peaceful life, what we ask for is we ask for a greater capacity to integrate our lives. That is the peaceful spot. So you can feel that when your body goes into a space of contraction, What if the new habit for the new year became to take a deep breath and to expand into that experience, expand to the discomfort, expand into the places that feel fearful or unknown, and hold that as the experience of your life, and let your body release and relax and accept into that moment. That is where you find your peace. Not by going like this, not by making life smaller. Spirit has never shown us the path, make your life smaller. Spirit will always tell us to lean in and to share and expand. So, another retrospective question for 2024 is, what are you most proud of? What are you most proud of? Close your eyes for a minute and let's go back through. You can go either from December all the way back to January, or you can go January up to December. Scan back on the moments of your life for this past year and feel into the moment that you were most proud. Was it a moment that you were very courageous? It did something out of the ordinary that is extraordinary for you. Is it a moment that you contributed to somebody else's life in a way that touched them and helped them heal and helped them grow? Did you take a leap? Did you learn to be more compassionate? Did your self-talk change into something that was more kind and more aligned? What are you the most proud of for 2024? And as you come into that moment and that memory, I want you to infuse your system with the memory. So bringing in every sensory detail that you can into that moment, into your body, into your present time. It could have been joy, it could have been connection, it could have been community, it could have been spirit, it could have been any of those things, but that moment where you're like, yes, I want more of these, yes. I want 25 more moments like this in 2025. Yeah, that's a good number, 25 for 25. But really feel into your body, because your body's emotional state with the thought that you put with it is what you're programming yourself to receive. So as you're sitting here and recalling that moment, you're telling the universe, more of these, please. This is a natural place for this state to land. You're making this good energy home in your body every time that you do this. So as we're coming into the white stone ceremony, and I know that we love to talk about the laws of attraction inside of Unity Church, which is, I love the laws of attraction because everything is energy first before it comes to matter. It is always energy first. And as human beings, we have the ability to shape matter by our thoughts and our emotions. So we know this to be true. The universe is made up, I think the number is 97.5 is energy first. So why would we ever focus on anything other than energy when we're trying to create something in our lives? And the cool thing about working with energy is that you have your thoughts and your emotions. Like, it's so easy. You've got that. Anytime, you don't have to do anything. You can wake up and all of a sudden be in direct conversation with the universe. You don't have to do anything, right? It's your emotions and your thoughts. So here's the thing where I like to make this distinction. There's the laws of attraction, and a lot of times people will teach us, like, let's set an intention for the year. I personally do not teach intention. I do not work with intention. Why? Because when we're in intention, you're saying, I'm setting the intention to have lunch with Kim. That's an intention. You hear that? There's a chance that it's not going to happen because it's just an intention. So I don't set intentions because you're giving the field, the quantum field, an opportunity to disappoint you. You can almost feel the wavering energy when you say, I intend, right? So I don't do intentions. Intentions are not powerful language. They are a suggestion. And it's kind of like, maybe. And we don't want to work with that. We want to work with like something that's so much more powerful. The other thing that I don't work with, I think it's a really great place to start, it is not the finish line, is desires. What is the desire or dream? Like, feel into that. Like, okay, so what's something that I want? What's something that I dream of? So feel into that for a moment, and then we're going to course correct. There's a little bit of a tweak here that we want to do. So feel into something. Everybody, like, sit there for a moment. Feel into something that you're desiring for 2025. Maybe it's, I don't know, a career thing. Maybe it's a travel thing. Maybe it's a stage performance thing, your art going viral. Who knows what it is? But just feel into something that that makes you come alive when you think of it. Now, this is all grand and gravy, except that it's in front of you. So you feel that. Probably most of you, when you felt into that, you're like, this is something that's in front of me, that I'm moving towards, that's outside of me. So when we do that, we have the space of where we are, and then that desire thing. It's out here. What we have to do is to quantumly close the gap so that there's no longer time and space in between the desire. So this is where we call the law of assumption in. The law of assumption is that it is already here, it is already now, and in the quantum fields, there's 10,000 parallel universes happening all at the same time. It just so happens that we have repetitively agreed with the field in the time and space for right now. But there's all kinds of possibility happening all the time. So inside of the law of assumption, what we do is that we close the gap and we bring that moment right into right now. This is the most powerful thing that we can do on a spiritual path if you're interested in manifestation and you're interested in working with the laws of the universe. And I'm just like, if you're not trying to like force everything by your mind, which will only take you so far, when you step into the world of spirit, you have this abundance and this never-ending possibility to work with the energy. So if you're working with the law of assumption, feel the assumption of that desire already happening. Feel the assumption of what you want wants you. It does. You would not have that spark of desire if what you are wanting is not sitting right out there in the universe ready for you to claim it. And yes, you might have to claim it 100 times because it doesn't, timing is timing. But when you're working with the law of assumption, you plant that seed and you let it grow. And here's the other thing. You don't go over to that seed every 20 minutes and check and see if it's growing, right? We don't do that. And you certainly don't dig it up after you've planted the seed in your garden. You don't dig your seeds up. You trust that the cycle of watering that and the cycle of nature is going to take care of it. We are the nature. Our energy around that is the nature. So the best thing that we can do is we know our assumption, and before we even put 2 feet on the ground in the morning, we embody that assumption. If you take this on as a spiritual practice, I guarantee it will change your life. It will change your life to make the agreement that you don't get out of bed, you don't put your feet on the ground until you know that you are aligned in your greatest purpose, your greatest desire, and you are in your assumption. When you are living your assumption, you will find that you will have more energy, more clarity, more purpose, more courage, because you are living it, not because it's something that's outside of you. You will develop skills that you didn't know that you had because you are aligned with the assumption. When you study this from the way that I do, there are countless and countless stories about people like having, spontaneous healings, spontaneous abilities, these types of things because you're in alignment with your assumption. So if the practice in the morning became to lay in bed and practice, and some days it's tricky. You're like, I don't want to. I just want to be in my old self. I want to be like, I don't want to get up. But if you make yourself take those deep breaths, find that place within yourself that is in the assumption of what it is that you're truly wanting, you will find that it will project you and traject you forward. It's so powerful. So, with this, I want to start energizing this field with what is your word? What is your word that you're going to write on your stone this year? What is your word that's going to be your assumption? That it's not something that's outside of you, that you commit to practicing and embodying every day. Boy, wouldn't it be amazing to have like a quarterly check-in, Kim, with like, how are you doing with your word, you know? But what's your word for 2025 that's going to move the needle in your life? You know what it is. If it doesn't make you a little uncomfortable, it's probably not a good word. Just saying. It needs to make you a little uncomfortable on some level. It could be emotional, it could be the mental, it could be the spiritual, but it needs to stretch your boundaries because that's what we're here for. We're here to grow, expand, and share our light. So, with that, I think I'm finished for now. But that's what I want to leave you with, is leaving you with this idea, with this promise that if you decide to embody your word into the laws of assumption, you will create massive, massive shifts in your life story, and your possibility. And it doesn't have to be just one. We're doing one word on the stone, but you can choose a few to practice for your year and watch yourself and your life unfold in a beautiful way. So that's what I have for now. Happy 2025, everyone. Excited to hear everybody's words. Bless you all.
Thank you, Liz,
Uh-huh.
so much. That was wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you, honey.
And so, did you get your word? Do you have your word? I'm going to invite you to write that down now as the singers come up, because my invitation for myself and for all of you is for you to dance into the discomfort, to dance into what it is that you're assuming will be yours in this coming year. Thank you for that. So I hope you dance in this coming year as you write your word down. Dance into that. Lean into that.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger.
May you never take one single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed.
I hope you still feel small when you walk beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens.
Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance.
When you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. Never settle for the path of least resistance.
Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making.
Don't let some helping heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider.
Give the heavens above more than just a passing chance. When you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. Misery and constant motion. Oh, I hope you dance along. I hope you dance. Want to look back on their youth and wonder. I hope you where those years have gone.
You still feel small when you say
Thank you for dancing. I know you're all dancing within. So,
It is now that time in our service where we take our tithes and our offerings in our hand. And won't you join me in saying our offertory blessing? Divine love, moving in and through me, blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive. And you can also give from the convenience of your seat by using the QR code on the back of the board here. We have a credit card machine in the back that you can feel free to use. And you can go to ntunity.org for those of you at home and hit the donut button.
hit that donut button.
Donut button.
Yes.
Donate button. Also, we have tithing envelopes in the back of the pews that you can use. And we take snail mail also, so feel free to just drop your check and money order in the mail.
Yes.
Let me see.
We have some people online. Do we get anything?
We have a lot of people online, and I didn't even speak to them earlier in the service. Bob and Karen are sending love from Bella Vista, Arizona. Susan Lowe Thomas says good morning from Covington. Randy Maley says thrive in 25 with NTUC. Happy New Year from Bolivar, Ohio. James McLean is sending love to all from Kennedy Heights. Bill Tonnes says love to all. Thanks for embodying peace, harmony, and oneness. Leah Jones, who we're missing very much today, sending lots of love to all of NTUC this morning, and missing my beautiful music team. Everyone be safe. Joe Keaveney says blessings from Joe and Nancy. Joe and Teresa say good morning, my family at Unity from Rockford, Illinois. Sandy Allen, here comes the snow, kisses from heaven, love to all from Roselawn. And Marilyn Hopper says, you braved this morning to bring us blessings. Thank you, you are loved. So thank you all for being online, and thank you all for being with us this morning.
Also, I am your prayer chaplain today, and there are prayer request cards at the back of the pews. You can fill one out. There's a box in the back outside of the administrative office and downstairs, and we're always available to pray with you.
Yes. And right before I bless this gift, I'm just to expedite things. We're going to have a celebration, a little celebration and reception downstairs after service for Jack. And I'm going to bless this, and then we're going to stand and start to circle up and hold hands so we can sing our peace song, okay? So I'm going to bless these gifts and offerings right now. Sweet Spirit, we go within and we just say thank you. Thank you for the love in which these gifts were given, the love in which they were received. We are so blessed here at New Thought Unity Center. We thrive in 25, and we see that, and it begins right here with these gifts and offerings, and we're so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Amen. So please stand.
And while you're circling up, I want to tell you that next week's speaker will be David Kaiser. And I want to say thank you to everyone who helped put this service together. Thank you to Terry and Sky back in the booth.
Thank you.
Thank you to Liz Dobbins.
Yes, Liz.
Yes,
Thank you to
talk,
Kim Belew.
Thank you.
To the fabulous band,
Yes.
Brian, Michael, and Randy. And
Come on,
we're
spread this
missing
out.
Peg
You guys
today.
love being close, but
Come
you
on.
got plenty of people here to circle up.
Stretch it out.
Stretch it out. There's so many people here. Stretch out those hands.
And everyone be safe.
Stretch
going
it out.
home.
Yes, be safe.
Drive to arrive alive.
Yes, take your time. Be patient.
And
And we'll go ahead and start our prayer for alignment as the hands connect right there. Together we know we are light.
We
illuminate the world. We are love. We love unconditionally. We are power. We are the divine in action. We are presence. We are awake to our divine identity. God is,